extremely athletic team, extremely diverse in how they operate. They have 5 athletic guys on the court at all times. Uh, I watch them very closely against teams. First of all, very closely against the Sixers and against teams that have quicker guards, because the Sixers have a quicker guard in Tyrese Maxey. So a couple of things that stand out to me right away. They struggle to defend quicker guards. Like you watch them against Atlanta, Trae Young. Obviously, Young is a outlier, but like they can't stand in front of anybody. So I started thinking about offensively what that looks like for the Sixers and potentially giving Maxey a little more responsibilities on the ball. Maxey averaged close to 20 points a game against the Raptors. He was phenomenal in their 4 games this year. So I think there's some traction there. And the second thing is like they do a lot of trapping. I mean, you're showing it right there, Chris. Like they trap Embiid a ton. They flash help defense, aggressive help defense towards Embiid and Harden, which means like there are going to be wide open looks offensive for the Sixers. It's just a matter of making the right decisions, not getting too aggressive on the ball, because if you see like on the corner, like Danny Green is wide open on the corner. I mean, that stuff's gonna be there all series. So I'm very hopeful that the Sixers can figure out that matchup and create a ton of open looks offensively.
Yeah. Nick says not having Thibault on offense will be a good thing for Philly with how Danny Green has been shooting as of late. We're going to get into that, and I don't think there's a chance Doc would have started DG if Matisse was available. We're also going to get into that. And Nick thinks, Thiago, you're a very smart man. I concur. What about you, Sean? What about this Toronto defense makes them so annoying?
Yeah, I think their defense is where their whole identity as a team starts. When you talk about, just look at how many like active hands and long arms are in there. 11 of the 17 players on roster are between 6'7" and 6'9". They do a bunch of just sneaky doubles, coming from underneath. Playing the Sixers specifically, pretty much every time Embiid touches the ball is they either fake a double or actually bring one in. Like the videos are all pointing out here, his decision making is going to be super crucial in this series. And just the way they match up they are the epitome of like positionless basketball and versatility and how they built, and they push the break both ways. Pretty much every guy that comes down with a rebound goes and dribbles it itself, but just about everybody on the roster can handle the ball. And when they getting back defensively, obviously we talked about them pounding the offensive boards heavy, but one of the reasons that they're able to do that is because just about any player can match up with whoever on the floor because of all this versatility. So a lot of athleticism, a lot of length, and they're just very intelligent with the way they mix up coverages. They've, again, like Thiago said, they catered very heavily toward Embiid and Harden. So this is going to be a series where the other guys need to step up and capitalize on the looks that they do get.
Yep. We're all seeing that in this video. 100%. Yeah. They can throw just a plethora of lengthy, switchable defensive matchup nightmares on this Sixers roster, man. Like they don't have that traditional size at the 5 spot, but they kind of make up for that with just mind-bending length, like all across the board. And that just like leads to just elite level ball pressure that can take like an entire offensive game plan that the Sixers have and just throw it out the window. It's really impressive. Like
you showed it right there, Chris. Like Embiid had the ball and Siakam just made a full line sprint. I mean, he completely ignored, I think it was Danny Green or Tobias Harris. I don't know who was in the corner, but the Raptors give up the most corner 3 attempts in the NBA because they're full out aggressive defense. They want to create turnovers. They want to get out on the break. So, like I said, there's going to be open shots. You just got to make the right decision. And Harden has been very, very good in the 2 games of making sure they get the right decisions in place.
The Raptors have 4 players, Barnes, Siakam, Van Vliet, and Anunoby, in the top 10 in the NBA of defensive distance travel. They have 3 players who are top 10 in deflections. They defend fewer handoffs or picks per 100 possessions than any team in the league, and they're second in the league in turnovers forced. What does that mean? That Harden and Embiid better be ready. They better be ready. We're going to get into it, but Embiid has a history of struggling during big-time moments, and the Toronto Raptors are going to be prepared. We know that. This is a very well-coached team. This is a team that will beat you down on fundamentals and discipline, and that is just something that I have really enjoyed watching. I've really enjoyed watching the Raptors over the last week, just kind of deep diving into what makes them tick, and they're a really impressive team.